This is a short note. Short note. It can be done. Period. It really can. I'm just sitting here. It's, I don't know, 20 to 12. And I watched something on some place that teaches certain meditations or whatever. And we're really good at saying, oh, this XYZ, whatever technique, method, the latest and the greatest book written, methods, exactly, etc. I had so much energy, all the testimonials, it changed my life, I finally found my purpose, yada, 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 right? Now, after a while, you're going to get spiritual fatigue. You're going to go, yeah, I've heard it before. The latest and the greatest seminar, the latest and the greatest method, etc. This and that super meditation, this and this technique, this habit, this visualization, this imagining, this imagineering, whatever it is. And I just want to say, Spirit just told me, I'm sitting here going, a lot of people will feel disappointed. You'll be appointed. Look, someone will point. Let's go this way. Here's an appointment for you. And then you'll be disappointed. It never quite hits the mark. So this is normal during the awakening process. But I just want to encourage you, it's not easy. Because when it gets real, things are seldom as they seem. Skim milk masquerades as cream. You want the cream. You want the real thing. Now, to get the real thing, it's not like the universe or God tests you. But you could view it that way. That's not really how it is. Not in my version of it. But you have to be sincere with yourself. Okay, I want this. The Maya illusion, dream fog, Maya mitote, the obfuscation, the mind programming, the collective consciousness is tough to get out of. I grew up a kid in Sweden, and then lived in England for a little bit, and to New England, which is really conservative East Coast stuff, And I had no idea about spirituality or other dimensions or seeing spirits or talking to other dimensions or ETs and all that. I did sports as a kid and did academics, and pretty much left to my own devices. Sports kept me out of trouble because I would have created some shit, delinquent stuff. It is possible. And now I'm going to lay down here in a minute, and stuff happens. I travel in space-time. I see spirits. They show up occasionally. Although they don't so much anymore because it's about getting stuff done. I want to encourage you. It is possible to break on through to the other side, break on through to the other dimensions. It is possible. But it's not easy. Because it's going to test your belief system, your programming, your imprints. And you have to clean your antenna. You have to clean your holy temple, which is your body. Your antenna is your spinal column. And you have to get away from being obsessed and hooked by the Maya mitote. Jesus calls it the devil, the ego mind storm out here. It is possible, but you got to be genuine and authentic with yourself. But the universe waits for you to make the decision. There's thousands of masters and trillions of awake beings in the galaxy. Well, I don't know about that. In the universe, I don't know. Felt like I might be overestimating there for the galaxy. So it is possible. but it will not be, hi, let's go get an ice cream cone at the gelato store and I'm enlightened. It's not going to happen that way. It's going to test your sincerity in a way, but you're really testing yourself. It's not some cruel God or a universe. It can be done easy. But when we're in the Maya Metote, dream fog, the play, the Leela, the programming, the matrix, to come out of it, it seems to test you along the way. Blame is lame. So when you feel this huge disappointment about trying the latest technique, you may feel it with me. Because I encourage people. I talk about some highfalutin stuff. Talking to Shiva. All true, by the way. I don't make shit up. If anything, I tell too much. And the old traditions is like, no, don't tell. You got to keep it secret. They have to qualify themselves. You can only share certain things at a certain time. But for whatever reason, part of my role is to tell it, like the little kid. You know, look, Uncle, the emperor has no clothes. It can be done. It can be done. So when you're feeling disappointed at the latest super-duper seminar, if you apply my techniques, they work. They're not mine. It's Shiva. The inner body awakening is nothing new under the sun. Shiva created that originally. Actually, Source God, of course, created all of it originally. Eckhart Tolle mentions it. Hundreds of other people have put it out there. I've made it in simple meditation. InnerBodyAwakening.com. Start with that. I just had someone write me this morning. She said, this inner body awakening is taking me to the stars. It's melting me. She says, I'm having some divine epiphanies and huge realizations. Just from that technique. That's all you need. The second method, alchemy energy process, is just reminding our minds and rehearting our hearts that we are gods. Don't you know that you are gods? And you can actually create and dissolve energies. And the third method, the heartenergy.com, is what Spirit showed me 10, 12 years ago about how to use the torus fields and rotate them and feel and breathe the torus fields with your spine as the core of the apple of the donut. It is possible. Just a little bit of practice will save you from your fears. Yogananda used to say, little bit of yoga, Kriya Yoga, will save you from the fear of death. It's beautiful. Much love. It is possible for those of us that are sincere. What else are you going to do? Go back to the fucking program. I was going to do no F word. Go back to the bleeping programmed matrix. You know, dying some horrible death from old age while transhumanism and weird drugs and crapola is going to keep you semi-alive with tubes and shit and drugs up in your system. That's kind of like purgatory hell. It is possible. But it's going to test you. It's going to be like heroin addiction withdrawal. Withdrawal from our culture, our cult, the cult that we're in, is like, it's like matrix, social, cult, culture, programming, withdrawal. It is possible. I'm out of it. I'm not going back. There's no way. I was just telling Joy that today. I understand you're still in the programming, honey. She's got kids and stuff. I'm not. I'm not totally out of it. I'm not completely free. I'm not like Saint Germain or, I talked to him. I've talked to him several times. The real one. There's fake ones. There's mimickers everywhere. How else could they build a horrible church using the gentle Lord's name? They've stolen his name and built a horrible church. Mostly. At least 80% of it is total garbage. Like George Carlin says, church, a place where to go and compare clothing. Not picking on it. I'm just saying. The real thing is different. Jesus himself, Krishna himself, they have a public teaching. They have a closer circle teaching of 121 disciples, and then the 12 and the women. I have a thing about the 26. It's 13 men and 13 women that in the future we're going to do as the archetypal. I shouldn't be telling this. as the archetypal astrological signs. And each person will hold a certain, each woman and a man will hold a certain sign, and then there's one person out of time, the 13th. Giant piece of magic, good magic, to set people free, to crack a portal of a bunch of us doing it, not just one avatar like Jesus the Christ, or Krishna, or Buddha, or Mataji, or ayahuasca, but a bunch of us doing it. It will crack it wide open. It is possible. Don't get discouraged. Feel your discouragement. Be honest with it. Share it with God's source and say, I'm fucking discouraged. Be exactly what you feel in the moment. Much love. I said this was going to be short. Okay. Good night. Good morning. Good day, sunshine, wherever you are. All right. Much love. More love. See you later.